Hi, my name is Shannon, and this is my YouTube channel. I'm kind of in the middle of working, so gotta look like I'm working. Well, I am working, but I went through all of my breaks today without completing a video. I have something in my mind. I just can't form a coherent thought. And that would be more, my mom. She's on my mind ever since I did that little video with her this weekend. So, I'm soldering this little wire onto this, and I'll be honest, I really didn't think that I was going to get much out of her. She's been kind of out of it lately. But there's one thing that she likes to talk about. It's her past. And I wanted to see how it went. Just talking about the highlights, the things that she focuses on the past couple of years. Things that she hasn't really brought up lately. I wanted to see if it resonated with her. And it did, surprisingly. Almost everything I talked about, she remembered. She pretended she remembered, I don't know. But she definitely remembers my dad. Anyway, after I made that video, got it all edited up. It took me a large portion of my weekend to get done. Because not only am I an amateur at this, but there was just a lot to edit on it. Adding all those pictures, finding all those pictures. Stole most of them from my mom's Facebook page. That's why most of them are in the last 10 or 15 years. I mean, if you're my age or older, most of your life is still on paper photographs. And that goes for my mom, too. She's got albums of family photos. And every so often we'll pull them out and go through them. She gets a kick out of that. It's been a little while since I did that with her, though. And it's been a little while since she's been able to use Facebook. And so it's been a while since she saw any of those pictures. I'm watching that with her, watching the joy on her face, seeing herself. She was surprised what she looks like. I'm like, yep, that's you. I read her a bunch of your comments, too. She comprehended them. She loved them. But what it brings me to is, hopefully you can see that I care about my mom. I do. Maybe I care about her too much to the point where it's hurting her. Maybe she should be in some professional facility. But you hear the stories growing up. I mean, I did anyway. I have a lot of family members and friends that have been in medical places, CNAs, RNAs, RNs. It's not usually good stories. It's usually pretty bad. And then I'm joined to a couple groups on Reddit, dementia related. And you read story after story about all the people that trying to find somewhere to put their loved ones and how much it costs, and having to go through the whole Medicaid process and trying to get them government help. I don't even have a power of attorney yet. My sister was supposed to do that. No, she just didn't. Or if she did, she never told me about it. She was planning on doing it, and she just didn't. I haven't even so much as Googled how to do it. So I should probably get on that too. Knowing my luck, it costs a fortune. I only know that from getting divorced. That cost me a fortune. Lawyers are not cheap. I want her to stay with me, but I don't think I'm capable of doing it. At least when it gets to a certain point, I won't be. As much as I would want to. Not unless I hit the lottery or something and I can hire people to help me. I'm always worried about my lack of eye contact, and tell you what, this is a lack of eye contact. Hopefully you don't hate it too much. So I have an appointment on Friday with her primary doctor. And I'm not sure how frank I should be with him about my struggle. The last thing I need is him to call some government service in my home because I'm lamenting about how hard this is. But my mind always comes up with worst case scenarios with everything. That's why I never get anything done. So, why is this so hard for me to just at least look at my options? I don't know. Maybe because I feel like it's going to be nothing but bad news, and I don't want that bad news. Or maybe I feel like the process is going to be completely overly burdensome on me, which it probably will be, but that doesn't mean I can just ignore it, keep ignoring it. And that's a major problem I have with myself, or with my possible ADHD. It's just this constant indecisiveness, this constant feeling of being overwhelmed all the time, even if you're not really that overwhelmed. I wish I just had like my own assistant that can just run my life for me. Just tell me what needs to be done. Do the stuff that I don't want to do. So I stop running it all the time. Why did I have to be the one with the good heart? Why couldn't it have been my sister? She has all the tools at her disposal. I have nothing. And she's hurt. And there's nothing I can do to change that. Just wish I could understand why. I mean, I went through the same life she did, and I don't understand it. I don't understand why. just wish things were the way they used to be before my dad died. We all used to get together for holidays. We all used to call each other all the time. Well, they would call me anyway. I'd get birthday cards in the mail, Christmas cards. And last year, I helped my mom out because she loves to send out Christmas cards. And I went out and bought a bunch. And I found a bunch of notebooks that she had, like addresses written down of all her friends. And I had filled them all out, had her sign them, put them in envelopes, and then she decorated them all with like Christmas stickers. And out of all the people we sent out cards to, she got two from her friends. And this past year, she got one. So I didn't bother. My mom didn't bring it up, so. But on Friday, when I said I had to bring her to the doctor, I think I said it on Friday. I think I'm going to bring her to do something after the appointment because I took the whole day off. I purposely scheduled the appointment in the middle of the day so I can justify taking a whole day off on Friday, 3-day weekend. But it's still pretty early in the day. The appointment's around 11 o'clock. So afterwards we could go out and do lunch or something. And what about it? I mean, I could order for her. She doesn't have to look at the menu. I know what she likes to eat. And then we can just sit there and chill out. Talk for a little while. Maybe video it a little bit. I don't feel too weird doing that in public. Yeah, I need to get her out of the house more, at least while she still can get out of the house. I used to bring her with me when I grocery shopped, but it's always so crowded there. She doesn't walk all that fast, so it's hard for her to keep up with me when I'm tootling around in there. I don't like crowded places, so having to navigate that and keep her from wandering off or whatever, it was just too much. And generally, I like to go shopping super early in the morning, like at 6 in the morning, when there's no one there. I hate people. It's crowds of people. I don't hate individual people most of the time. So I could never get her to get up early enough to come with me that early. That would be kind of mean of me, I guess. So I stopped bringing her to the grocery store. It was too stressful. This summer we'll go around the neighborhood a lot. There's a lot of parks and things that we'll bring her dogs to. But yeah, I never get her in the car and go somewhere with her anymore. And it's pretty crappy of me. I don't get myself in the car to go anywhere anymore. I mean, yeah, partly it's because I don't want to spend the money, but I'm just a hermit. I don't like going out into the world. I mean, there's so many times where I had good intentions for myself. Like I bought myself concert tickets thinking I was going to go. And then on the day of, basically, I've got too much anxiety. I don't want to figure out how to drive there, how to park, how to find my seat. It's all too much. And then I stay home and waste however much money I just spent on overpriced concert tickets. So I stopped doing that. So I want to get out and experience things. And although my boyfriend and I get along really well, we have a lot of common interests. We also have a lot of interests that don't really align, so then I tend to not do things I want to do because, he doesn't want to go with me. And I have no friends. And I'm okay with that. Because friends bring obligation. Then I have to start putting aside time for them. And that's the whole gist of my problem, is there's never enough time in the day for me. And it's not because I'm so busy, I got so many things to do. It's because my mind is just constantly in need of stimulation, to be not bored. So I'm constantly filling it with meaningless junk to keep it happy, like video games. Mostly video games. It's what keeps me happy. That's my crutch, I guess. Keeps my mind off of everything else but the game. As soon as I stop playing it, everything rushes right back in again. And I'm back in the real world, dealing with adult problems. It's like 99% of my problems come down to my poor management of finances, and my social anxiety, but that definitely ties into the finances too. Just not rectifying things that could be easily solved in 5 minutes if I would just make a phone call and let it get dragged out for years. I've been talking way too long about nothing. Maybe I should stop. It's been nice to talk while I'm working. Maybe somebody will enjoy it. But the next video, if it's not the one I'm talking about on Friday with my mom, it'll probably end up being something like what I'm doing right now. Maybe a little more on topic. But for now, it's almost time for me to start cleaning up the lead. We got a little bit more we got to do. Got like another 20 minutes. But at least I got it done today. Woo. Thank you to everyone, really. The people who took the time to comment on that last video. Because I honestly have a lot of anxiety about it. I have anxiety about every single video I post. But that one especially because I had my mom in it. I didn't want anybody to think poorly of me for doing that video with her. But it's just my own head, my own guilt. I've only gotten maybe, out of all the videos I've done, less than half a dozen what I would call critical comments, nothing especially mean. But those handful of comments, they get in my head. They make me wonder if what I'm doing is wrong. I hope not. I just want my mom to be happy. That's really what it all comes down to. I'm just trying to come up with ideas to get me to do stuff. It's working so far. I just have to go through all of this turmoil of having 600 people watch me so far. Anyway, I'm going to turn it off. I'll talk to you whenever. I appreciate you. Bye.